Hi guys, FrostFangs here, and welcome back once again to another Paladins video. Today we're going to be playing some Barik, character I don't find myself playing all of that much, kind of alongside Ash. They're both right next to each other. Two of the tanks that I see a little bit less often than some of the others, and personally don't play as much as some of the others. I find myself gravitating towards tanks quite a lot, specifically in ranked, and I don't really ever see Barik in ranked at all, so I thought I'd show him some love today. But also I asked on Twitter recently, by the time you watch this video it would have been yesterday, but I asked what should I cover next, and I had a couple people give me some really good responses. There are quite a few that stood out, but the one that we're going to be covering today was suggested by Grandmask20. He gave a general idea, and then I went ahead and tweaked it to the way I guess it would work best for me personally. But it's Shield Barik. I never really found the need to play this, and there's actually a couple things that I didn't realize were changed, because as far as I remember, Fortify didn't used to reduce the cooldown of Barricade, or at least I don't remember it doing that, but that's what we're picking. Makes the health go from 5,000 to 8,000, makes the cooldown go from 15 seconds down to 12, and we have one hell of a loadout to go with it. Barik is one of those characters that has so many really strong cards. Like, there's a lot of cards here that you could genuinely use. Like, there's a couple characters in Paladins, quite a few actually, that have cards that you never really see in play, but Barik, I can see nearly all of these being used in different situations, other than maybe fuel efficiency. That one sticks out as being a little bit strange, but all of the others I've actually seen people use, and also bunker, because that isn't much of a shield increase. But we've got loadouts for turrets. I've done that before. Usually I go for either hair trigger, tinkering, or architectronics, but today we're going for fortify. I don't really find myself ever playing this. Don't think I've ever done it on the channel, or at least I don't remember ever doing it on the channel. I've also never played it off the channel. I made one version of the loadout, went into practice, didn't really like it, made a second one, still didn't really like it, and this is, I guess, the third version in the space of like a couple hours, and this is what I think works best. I'll go through it now so I don't have to go through it later. We've got Palisade. I don't really know how to say that word, but reduce the cooldown of Barricade by 5 seconds, so it goes from 15 minus 3 because it's a legendary card, which makes it 12, then minus 5, which makes it 7, although for some reason when I deploy it and then it goes down, it still shows the number 8. I don't really know why it works like that, but it just does. Siege Timbermill, not a bad map for him. We then have a card that increases the duration of it. I only have that set at level 3. He suggested on Twitter having it level 5, but personally I want it at 3, just because it doesn't actually go on cooldown until it gets destroyed or de-deploys itself, until it like runs out of time. And if I have that max level, then the barricade is just chilling for like 9 seconds, and most fights in Paladins don't tend to go on that long, so I'd rather it lasts a little bit shorter, but then I'm able to deploy it more often, and there's not as much time where it's kind of just sitting doing nothing. I'll maybe tweak it after playing more games with, but right now I feel like it's fine. We then obviously have the card that reduces cooldown with eliminations. Makes a ton of sense. You're playing Barik, you're getting eliminations pretty often, because it's like a widespread shotgun, and also turrets, which really are easy to get eliminations with because you're able to kind of be in multiple places at once. It looks like we're going to have a level 130 nearly Strix Scorpion Galaxy, sick name. We got a Furia level 50, Cassie level 97, and Eevee 57. This is a really high leveled game. Okay, they have an Eevee level 30, Makoa, Charlene, Damba, and Buck. We seem to have a very heavily leveled team, although it doesn't mean as much now because you can just purchase levels with gold. But I think if you've got a level 130, you clearly like the character enough to invest a good amount of gold into him. So let's go fortify. I've explained these 3 cards. These 2 are a little bit less important. I couldn't really decide on what I wanted to throw in because, like I said, he's got so many good cards. But Accelerator Field, I don't have this higher because once you get past 20% movement speed buff, people that may not realize walk through it and get a little bit like shook, I suppose would be the right word. So 20% makes it so that it's not a ridiculously silly buff, but people can still deal with it, and it doesn't change how they have to play all that much. And then Bowling Ball level 3, because we are going for max shielding, so we get basically 1,000 shield whenever I use my F. We're obviously going to mix that in with Kronos, and that's the shield. It does actually, I think, get new animations when you pick this legendary card. I don't know if that's on it normally. It also seems taller than I remember, but that might just be because I'm Barik. I don't think it actually alters the size of it, but it might do for all I know, honestly. Actually kind of surprised me that it's taken me this long to cover this. I honestly thought I'd made a video on this already, and then when I went ahead and checked, I don't think I have, although I could have, and maybe I'm just not looking very well. But when I did check, it didn't seem like I had a video done on this. Let's just go ahead and maybe try and kill this Makoa. Furia missed that heal mainly because I walked out of the freaking way of it, because I'm a professional Paladins player. Let's go ahead and pop that. That Eevee's actually having a really hard time somehow dealing with just me. That was basically a free kill. Okay, there's the shield. Furia coming through with them heals like a real MVP. That's why we have Bowling Ball on there, so we can use it a little bit aggressively. Rest in peace, Damba. Everything seems to be going well so far. I don't know if that's maybe just because we've got a better team, because everybody on my team looks like they know how to play their characters. I'm honestly not sure. Let's go ahead and dash around. Sure, what's popping, Charlene? How is you doing? Good shirt. There's my shield. I don't know why I said sure there instead of sir. I guess I I just did. That's how we roll now, apparently. I died to Buck. I didn't even realize he was there until it was too late. Why is he sitting in a corner? Is camping in Paladins a thing? Wait, hold up. Camping doesn't really make sense in Paladins, and it only happens very occasionally with characters like maybe Nessa or Astrix who sit in a specific space. Evie, why are you spamming I need healing? That's like a meme at this point, my guy. Really? Hello, we're just going to try and play the objective and use the best of our wall. I still died there, but we shielded for a good 10k before I passed the fuck out. Let's pop a barricade up here and let's just go down and be aggressive. I don't remember the barricade being that long, but that might just be the fact that I haven't played Barik all that much. Let's go ahead and drop an ult. Sure, I don't want to die, so I'm hoping that Makoa doesn't ult, although I think we're okay. I think we're good. I've still got a bit of health left. I'm just going to deny that real quick. Barricade actually saved my titties there. Can we finish him off? Where's he at? Let's finish him off. Let's just pepper him with 160 damage or so. Let's go and finish him. Let's just get rid of him. That was an unnecessary dash, but he's gone. Makoa, very, very strange ult there, but you know what? You do you, my good sir. I'm just going to deny any incoming damage with that shield. Actually, I'm feeling this to be quite strong. I didn't think I'd like this, but I actually feel like having that much shield is kind of crazy. The only annoying thing right now is Charlin with Rekka 2, basically meaning that he can clear my shield in 2 or 3 hits. So if I do avoid him, I'm fine, but as soon as I try and, you know, fight that Charlin, he's going to get rid of everything I have to kind of counter what he's trying to do. How long does it last? Let's see how much health he takes off it with 1 hit, or maybe not. Why is the dabber being that aggressive? I have no clue. So he's going to deal like 3k a hit, so it is like a 3-hit clear, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, haven't gone against him too much so far, so it's been fine. I have 1 shot left, but she's dead because she's right inside that Furia beam. Very, very strange positioning going on so far this game. Let's just chase him down. What's poppin', Makoa? Can I get a headshot there? No, we're just going to clear him. There's that. I don't have my shield up for some reason, even though I thought it was off cooldown. I guess I was wrong. There it is. We really are basically immune to any type of damage when I'm behind that, because there's no one who can get rid of it other than Charlin. I obviously don't think this is the best way to play Barik, but in a lot of situations, I'm feeling like this is genuinely stopping me from dying, and I don't feel like anybody can really do much about it. They've got all Quarter Eyes and 1 Death Hands. They have no more room for clearing shields. He has Rekka 2, but if Charlin's gone, my shield is basically staying up, and even then when it gets taken down, it's back up in a couple seconds. Obviously, my team is doing a great job with damage, and I don't think I'd say that this is the best legendary card by default, because it very obviously isn't going to be. It's countered completely by Rekka, and that's something that makes it instantly not the strongest legendary card. But I feel like if you're playing beefy Barik and you're like the only tank, this might be a good choice. Obviously, if you're playing with like a Makoa, or you're playing with a Khan and a Torvald, then you're probably going to want to pick a damage legendary card instead of this one, because then more people are likely to pick up Rekka. But on your own, most people probably aren't going to get it. Also, I probably should have done the tactic where I pick a different legendary card and switch it at the last second, so that maybe he didn't get Rekka, because maybe he wasn't expected to have to deal with me. He just got absolutely fucking whooped by that by our Strix right there. He was alive for like a whole half a second until all of his health bar was gone, and I was just there kind of witnessing it. If then Makoa went ahead and got Rekka, he'd be going through it, but right now he isn't really able to. He just has to accept the fact that the shield is there, and he's gonna have to, you know, play around it. Let's just place it down again. It's basically just creating a wall of immunity if Charlin isn't there. They're not getting through it, and they can't do anything to deny me putting it up, so it's pretty damn strong in this situation. Like I said, a lot of the times it won't be. Let's plop that down. That was maybe the wrong play, but Fury's coming through with mad heals, so it definitely wasn't. Is there Charlin alive? Nope, he's dead. It went down as soon as their Charlin appeared, and then, you know, he got cleared again, so my shields were fine. I already know what my conclusion is on this. It's going to be the exact same as all of the other videos I've done, with like shielding being the main focus. If you're going against Rekka, you're going to have a hard time. If you're not going against a severe amount of Rekka, it's basically immunity whenever you have your shield on, a lot of the time. Obviously with Torvald it doesn't really apply because his shield isn't that big, but with Infinite Shield Khan, it was pretty damn easy. With Infinite Shield Barik right now, it ain't too bad. I'm just kind of dancing around doing my thing, and the same thing that applies to the other ones of it being better in lower tiered games, I think also applies to this, because if you're going up against a lot of people who know what they're doing, like if you're playing in very high level ranked, this isn't something that I'd recommend most of the time, because then more experienced players are going to know how to deal with Infinite Shield stuff. It's kind of cheesy, and in low tier games this is probably going to be very painful for newer players to go against. I probably should get Quarter Eyes or something. I don't feel like I'm adding that much utility to the team other than making like an invulnerability wall. Is he still behind there? No, he's not. I think we're going to get the push on this. I'm going to go try and zone them out. I think our Fury is on the point. It looks like this is going to be 3-1, because I've got my shield I can just pop up any second. We're going to go ahead and deploy that. I don't think it's going to do all that much just yet, because they have characters who have a ton of mobility, so they're just going to jump around over it. But there we go. We got 3 kills. I just got rid of her. Can I headshot you? For some reason that wasn't a headshot. Don't really understand. That was, though. 750. Thank you for the free nearly 1,000 damage. I just bought Chronos 3. I'm interested to see how the cooldown is now. It looks like it was like 7, nearly 8 seconds before of 4. I think it's going to be like 5 or 6 now. It still seems like it's 7. I bought Chronos 3 and it still feels like a 7-second cooldown when it's meant to be 7 anyway. We're going from 15 to 12 to 7, and yet I have Chronos 3. I don't know why it still feels like it's the exact same cooldown. I don't know if maybe diminishing returns is somehow working in this scenario. I don't feel like it should be, because even if we're taking 30% off of the 7 seconds, it should be closer to 5, surely. I don't understand what's going on. If you want to give me some insight, I'd really appreciate it, because right now I feel like I bought Chronos 3 for nothing. It still feels like it's affecting my F and my Q, but it doesn't feel like it's making any difference on my shield. It feels like at most I've reduced it by 1 second, so I feel like maybe it's some sort of diminishing returns. Really not sure. I'm going to ult here just because I want to try and hold this point, because if we do, it's a victory, so that would be kind of nice. Let's just keep on dancing around. What's popping? Makoa. I'm going to just completely die now because all my shielding stuff's down. I did try. Fury was a little bit late with the heal. I think she was focusing on other people. All my team's still good. Friggin' Eevee just died, but we got rid of a couple of them. I definitely shouldn't have maxed out Chronos 3. I should have definitely got Rekka or some Cauterize. The reason I did it was just to see how low the cooldown was going to be. I did it for the sake of the video, and I don't feel like it's done anything, so I guess I did learn something. I learned that freaking Chronos 3 makes no sense. I don't want to die like this, so I'm going to just keep trying to play that right click there. He's going to ult, so that basically means I'm screwed. Strix v Charlene is a mean fight, man. I would not want to be Charlene versus a Strix on this map. Playing across that super large distance against a character who can like invis basically the whole game, it's not going to be fun for that Charlene. We got a victory. I don't really feel like that was because of me. I feel like that was because my team were playing very, very well. Cassie went ahead and got top play. Maelstrom, I recognize the name. I feel like I've played with this person before. I can't say that 100%, but I feel like I have. What is this even going to be? Is it going to be like a double or a triple? Okay, kills the Buck. Let me guess. She kills the Makoa. That's not a Makoa. That's a Maldam. And she kills the Charlene? No, she kills the Makoa, so it's a triple. Or is it a quadra? I think she might have landed that shot on the Charlene. It's a bit of a shame it got cut off, but I'm hoping that that was a quadra. I just did the fucking world's biggest sneeze. That should probably be in the Guinness Book of Records. I'm going to cut it out because that's disgusting, but I swear to God, I feel like I just got hit by a tornado. I got 50 freaking K damage, which isn't too bad considering that really wasn't my focus. I had more damage than the entire enemy team. We really did way better than them there. I had second, like, bottom on my team. Fury was the only person below me, but overall, I did fine. I also shielded for like nearly 90k. Pretty damn good. I was hoping for like 100k plus. We'll do another one real quick, either Onslaught or TDM, just because I want this to be a slightly longer video, because it's a little bit of a subject that can go both ways. Like, this can either go really, really well or really, really badly, and that one was kind of in the middle, so it didn't really show either extreme. Fury did great, 63k heals. Frickin' Strix did fantastic too. Cassie did really well. Eevee did really well. Everyone on my team whooped ass. Shoutouts to them. Everyone on their team did pretty well. They did okay, but they were nowhere near as good as us on the stats there, really. Not really anything worth even pointing out on their side. That was all just pretty standard stuff. Let's go ahead and queue. I feel like on TDM, this might actually be pretty good, because you could probably play that shield pretty well. There's a lot of people who do it way better than I do, where you kind of just play in between each side, so it's really nearly impossible to be hit when your shield is up, especially when we got it up now for 7 seconds. The thing that I just don't understand, though, is the cooldown of Barricade seems to be really, really strange at the moment. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's an internal thing capping me right now from getting it any lower. Onslaught Magistrate's Archive is a pretty damn good map for Barrack, so we should do fine with the loadout we're rocking today. But the thing I was trying to say just before I cut myself off, I feel like it is being capped at like 7.5 seconds. I don't know why. Even with max Chronos, I didn't really feel like I was getting any change on my actual cooldown time on my right click. I feel like it's probably like capped at a certain range. If you guys know, please do let me know, because right now I'm a little bit confused. I'm not going to get Chronos this time because, like I said, I don't feel like it's doing anything for me. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like it's doing anything. So instead, we're going to pick some of the burning cards. We've got a Ying, whose name is Waifu. Freaking name and champion combo of the year right there. Somebody get this man an award. We've also got a Cassie, a Makoa, and a Moji. I haven't seen anybody play Moji since she got nerfed, so this is going to be interesting. On their side, they've got an Andro, a Lian, another Ying, another Cassie, and a Koga. Okay, so, alright, let's go. We've got double tank and a Ying, so she should have a pretty beefy healing number. It's a shame Moji is nerfed, because in this situation, pre-nerf, she'd be really, really useful. Their Andro, for some reason, doesn't have card art. Does default Andro not have card art? If so, that's kind of terrifying, considering this game is meant to be fully released and the character doesn't even have a portrait. That's pretty bad. I'm going to get Haven and Cauterize. I'm going to focus on those two. They're all direct hit pretty much, so it makes sense for me to get Haven just to be as annoying as possible, and then we'll get Caught as well to deal with the Ying. She's not usually too much of a problem because it's pretty easy to deal with her decoy stuff. I'm going to try and play the objective, but at the same time, I don't want to be right in the middle just because I'll just take an absolute beating from everybody if I play that aggressively. So I'm going to try and play, I guess, the upper area with this Makara I should try and stick close to. We did just get wiped, which is a bit of a shame. And one interesting thing I learned from right there being wiped is the fact that it looks like my shield actually goes down if I die, which is something I didn't know. I actually thought it would stay up. Leanne has got Rekka, which is kind of annoying. She's obviously going to go with Death and Taxes, so she's got Cauterize too. Oh my god, this is a pretty bad situation for the loadout we're rocking today. A Cauterize on a Leanne and a bunch of damage characters is not going to be fun. I can still use it to deny some damage, and my team does seem to be playing it quite nicely, but they're still even able to clear this. Dash round. Should I try and sit on the point? I guess I should try and sit on the point, right? Oh, what are you doing? Are you not going to dash away? Okay, sure, just take a death. I don't think we're going to win this with kill points, so we're going to have to try and win it with objective points. She's going to die here if I could just get a couple more hits on her. Okay, that doesn't go through shields. I genuinely didn't know that. I thought that went through shields for some reason. I am dead. I am very dead. Or not, I'm going to get a kill instead. What's popping? How is you doing, Koga? I get that you're going to apply anti-heals to me and all, but I'm going to try and play this shield so that I don't die. Holy shit, that kind of worked. Let's dash this way. Am I still dead? I think I might be. Yep, that's two flankers dashing in on me. Nice. I really don't know how we're going to pull through on this one. I feel like this is going to be very close if we do even stand any chance. I don't feel like we're going to win it by all that much. This Koga is being a pain. We are able to get him whenever he's CC'd, but when he's just dashing around, he is not easy to get rid of. Let's get rid of the Ying. There we go. Nice one. I think we might be able to change the tides here. I just got the Cassie too. All right, we're not doing too bad. We managed to pull it back a little bit. Points are evening out a little bit more. They're still ahead, but I feel like once we get on this objective, it's probably going to be kind of hard to push us off. I see you, Andrew. I'm trying my best to kill you here. I'm going to ult. I don't want to die, so we're just going to dash away from there. I'm not going to die like this, Koga. Not today. No. This isn't how this works. I'm going to get rid of you, even if I have to die for it. There we go. I didn't even have to die for it. I didn't even have to really take that much damage. What is Ying doing? What was that play? Why did she even... I'm very confused. I think the really annoying thing with Koga and the reason why he's so hard to deal with is the fact that his bloody right-click cleanses CC. Like, if you cauterize him and he hits right-click, then his cauterize is gone. So if he's got a Ying on him, he just has to right-click once and he can heal for a K. It's really annoying. I feel like if they wanted to balance Koga and make him less annoying to play against, they just have to change that and then it would be fine. Because that's like the only thing with Koga that genuinely annoys me is when he hits right-click for like 1 second and then basically gets all his health back. Okay, let's just plop that up and get a ton of shielding. Thank you very much, enemy team. I appreciate you making my stats look pretty nice and beefy. I have no idea how much I shielded for there. Mochi is just about to die any second. I don't really feel like she's going to be living all that long. Yeah, there you go. I'm really not expecting this Moji to do well. Moji is just, in general, a pretty weak pick at the moment. I'm not going to let that Andro keep that 12 streak. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. That's a bit of a strange ult from my boy Koga. I don't have my right click up because it was still up in the position it was in before. You nearly lost that fight, my guy. I nearly whooped him there. I'm glad my ult didn't go off because I ended up dying, but let's max out Cauterize. They have absolutely whooped us this match. They're doubling our points right now. I haven't played that badly. I'm 9-5. I'm doing fine, but I feel like the rest of my team really aren't having an easy time today. Let's just keep walking forward. Hit a Q, hit a right click. There we go. What's popping? Let's hit an E there. Kind of unnecessary, but we killed the Koga. I suppose my voice is starting to go up, so I've been talking so much this video. God damn, I can feel my voice physically being scratchy right now, and it isn't enjoyable. I'm hopefully going to have a good amount of shielding, and hopefully a decent amount of damage. I don't feel like I've done that much damage, but I've definitely shielded for a ton. There we go. Let's just get rid of this Koga. I don't know why everyone's having such a hard time killing people this match. How you doing, Leanne? I don't want you to end on a 15 streak, but I really don't feel like I'm going to be able to take you off it. Or maybe I am. Nope, apparently not. She's going to use her ult, though. There we go. Defeat. I'm kind of fine with that. I feel like this did a pretty good job of demonstrating the worst side of the legendary card that we were rolling with today. Koga went ahead and pulled a top play. I probably had a decent amount of shielding that game. I felt like I did a pretty good job. There was nothing I could really do there to avoid that death, and neither could Cassie. I don't know why they were both kind of just chilling on full health to the like right of all the action. That whole game was really confusing. I don't understand what my team was doing for most of that. I don't understand how we lost so heavily. I guess I'll be able to tell now when we check the stats. I had 40k damage, which was top on my team. Jesus Christ. And also shielded for 88k, the same amount I shielded for in my last game. That's a little bit strange. So let's just go through the stats quickly. I guess our Ying did fine. Waifu Ying came through with more heals than their Ying, so she did fine. Moji, like I expected, had 0 kills. Well, I didn't expect her to have 0 kills. I expected her to do badly. And she had 16 deaths and 2 assists. Holy crap, she didn't belong in that game. How? I don't even have a follow-up word there. How? How do you deal 20k and go 0 to 16? Makoa did okay. He had 34k damage, which is the second highest in that game, and that Cassie also fell super short. She might as well have just been a bot or completely AFK. She went 3 to 12 with 20k damage. That's like landing, what, like 25 shots as Cassie or something like that. Their Ying did fine, worse than our Ying. Their Lian did pretty good. Their Andrew did pretty good. Their Koga did pretty good, and their Cassie did pretty good. They just played like semi-decent players. Meanwhile, my team, other than like the Ying and maybe the Makoa, was like super scuffed. Don't know why. Not really much else to go into. I hope this has been enjoyable. It's actually been pretty damn fun to record. I actually genuinely kind of enjoy this way of playing Barik, but I feel like you do have to kind of rely on your teammates a little bit, because with a really crappy team, like you saw in that second game, it doesn't really help that you're able to like defend a bunch of damage, because you then have nobody dealing it. I feel like if you're a solo tank and you know what you're doing and you kind of trust your team, this makes a lot of sense. But in general, it's not the safest pick. I'd say Tinkering or Hair Trigger are pretty damn safe. Architectronics is also pretty damn safe, and these two loadouts are pretty safe. Pretty much any loadout you can build with Barik is pretty decent. Most of his cards are very good, but this one is a little bit more specific, I'd say. It's not bad. It's actually quite a bit better than I thought it would be, but it definitely depends on how good your team are able to do the other side. You can easily cover tanking with this loadout and this legendary card, but you have to have the damage to back it up for it to be successful. Thank you guys for all the recommendations you gave me on Twitter and all the recommendations you give me in the comments. I'd love to hear any more that you have. I'll see you all very soon. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Like I said, let me know what you want to see me do next, and as always, stay frosty.